students, I have started with your 9th standard science portion. So let us start with the chemistry second chapter, that is matter around us pure? Okay. So see the heading, students, is matter. So first just recall about the matter. In our previous chapter only we have discussed about the matter. Hope you remember. Right? So what is matter? Matter, nothing but the substances which are having the mass and can occupy the space. They are called as the matter. Right, students? In the previous chapter only we have discussed about the matter. Sorry. And we discussed about the states of matter also. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Right? So how is their nature? Means properties, characteristics, examples, that all in detail we have discussed in our previous chapter. Okay. Is matter around us? So you find so many things around you. It may be the book, it may be the bench, it may be the air, it may be the water. Yes, all these are called as the matter. So many things we find called as the matter around us pure. Pure means in what meaning you are going to take, students? Like pure, impure? No. That is generally. If you say general, pure, impure, we will take. Chemistry point of view, we are not considering it as a pure or impure. There is some other meaning with that. So what is the meaning of pure substances? Which are all the pure substances? Examples, and which are all not called pure substances? That all in detail we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is your chemistry second chapter, is matter around us pure? Right, students? Okay. So let us discuss about the pure substances. What do you mean by pure substances? Pure substances in the sense, the substances which are made up of only one kind of atom. Which are made up of only one kind, means one type of atoms. So to those we are going to call as the pure substances. Okay, we will discuss the examples, students. Let us take with the iron. Iron. So iron is made up of what? Is it made up of iron atoms? Yes. If you take the iron and chuck, till the last particle you chuck, but it is made up of the iron particles, means one kind of atom. Right? Take the carbon. If I write here, are you able to see? Yes. Take the example of the carbon. If you chuck the carbon, it is made up of carbon atoms. Right? Okay. Take the gold. Chuck. What do you find? Gold is made up of gold atoms. Means these are all the examples for the pure substances. Why? What is the meaning of pure substances? Substances which are made up of only one kind of atoms or molecules. Right, students? Okay. Iron, carbon, gold, sodium, potassium. If you take all these examples, what all these are also called as other than pure substances? Yes, students, these are also called as elements. These are also called as the elements. What do you mean by elements? Elements are the substances which are made up of one kind of atoms. Elements are the substances which are made up of only one kind of atoms. Right, students? So can you give me the examples for elements now? Same examples I have to repeat, but you can expand it. Right? So it may be the what else you can say? Silver. Right? Like that you can add few more things. Right? So these are all called as the elements, and elements are the pure substances. Okay. Are we going to call only elements as the pure substances? No. Not only the elements, even compounds are called pure substances. Not only elements, even compounds are called as the pure substances. What do you mean by compounds? Let me start with an example. Take the example of the water. What is the formula of water? H2O. Right, students? So if you check this, here you find two types of elements. Two types. Hydrogen is one element, oxygen is one element. Two types of elements have combined. But what type they have combined? Chemically or physically? They have combined chemically. Chemically they have combined in a proper proportion. Proper proportion means in the form of 2:1. Two hydrogen atoms, one oxygen. So in the form of 2:1. Take the example of ammonia, NH3. Two types of elements are there which have combined chemically in a proper proportion. What is the proportion of this? 1:3. So like this, if they have combined to form, then those substances are called as the compounds. Right, students? Okay. Take the water molecule. Can you distinguish hydrogen and oxygen? No, you cannot distinguish. If you see, you cannot. Can you separate hydrogen and oxygen by any physical process? Means by separation using magnet or something? No. Right? By the physical methods, we cannot separate. Right? One more thing, students. Compounds will be having specific melting point and the boiling point. Compounds are having specific melting point and the boiling point. Right? So these are all the reasons why we are considering compounds under pure substances. Are you understanding what I am telling? Compounds are chemically compound in a proper proportion, having specific melting point, boiling point. You cannot separate them by any physical methods. They look homogeneous. They are homogeneous in nature. Homo means looks one. Can you water? Can you differentiate what is hydrogen, what is oxygen? No. So it is called homogeneous mixture. Not mixture, homogeneous. Right? That is what, because of all these reasons, we are going to consider compounds as the pure substances. Hope you are understanding, students? Yes. So pure substances, elements and the compounds. Okay. So matter with the pure substances. Not only with the pure substances, we can get matter in the form of mixtures. In the form of mixtures also. Okay, so before I start with the mixture, we will see few more examples for compounds. Water, I said carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it may be the sugar, it may be the salt, it may be the ammonia, it may be the methane, the substances which are all combined chemically and looks homogeneous substance. So those are all comes under compounds and they comes under the pure substances. Yes. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is mixtures. What do you mean by mixtures? Let us take one example. Example of an air. Air is an example for mixture. What do you find in the air? In the air, you find different types of gases. It may be the carbon, it may be the oxygen, it may be the nitrogen, hydrogen, right? So mixture of gases is called as the air. So air we are going to take as an example for mixture. Means what is the definition of mixture? Substances which are all combined. How they have combined? Physically. They have combined physically but not chemically. Right? So if you take the air, carbon is having its own properties in that. Oxygen is having its own property. Nobody lost their property. See, in case of compounds, what happens? Hydrogen is one gas. Oxygen is one gas. When they have combined in a proper proportion, you are going to get the water. Right? So water is one liquid. Means the reactants, they have lost their properties and they got some new property in the product side. This we don't find in case of mixtures. Right, students? What is the meaning of mixture? Mixture is a substance which consists of two or more elements or compounds which are combined physically. Which are combined physically. Right? Okay. Let us see examples for the mixture. Okay. So I have written the example of air, milk. See students, I am giving the milk as one example for the mixture. How can you take the milk? It is a combination of water, fat globules, proteins, vitamins, minerals, so many things are mixed. That is what milk we are going to take it as an example for mixture. Right? Like that, it may be the butter, cheese, milk of magnesia, One second students. It may be the milk of magnesia, right? Next example, sea water, salt solution, sugar solution, face cream. Hope you are taking down. Cheese. So these are all the examples for mixtures. It may be the air, it may be the milk, different types of solutions. So these are all the examples for mixtures. Right students? Okay. If you see all these examples, see, where can I write? Let me write here only. Take the example of air. Okay. And let me take one more example, that is sand and sugar. Means I have mixed sand particles and sugar particles together. Okay. Sand and sugar. Even it is an example for mixture. Chalk in water. magnesia. If you can't see down, students, I am repeating it down. Milk of magnesia. What is this milk of magnesia? Nothing but it is a magnesium hydroxide. MgOH twice. Milk of magnesia. Still more examples like salt solution, sugar solution. Okay. One more example like brass. Okay. So these are all the examples for mixtures. Do you find any differences in this? See, take the example of air. Can you see oxygen, hydrogen, carbon like this? Can you see? No. It is a homogeneous. Everything is combined with each other. Okay. Salt solution. You took one glass. Okay. Fill it with the water. Put 1 or 2 teaspoons of salt. Stir it. Can you see the salt in that? No. We are going to call it as salt solution. How it looks? We cannot differentiate, right? That is indistinguishable. So, we are going to call it as solution. Fine. Take the sand and sugar, students. You have taken one bowl, took the sand particles and sugar particles also. Can you differentiate or not? Yes, you can differentiate. Chalk in water. You have put the chalk powder in the water. Can you distinguish? Yes. Butter. Butter why I am taking? Because it is a combination of milk fat, water, these things have combined. So, butter, like this examples are there. Okay. Do you find any difference between these two types of examples? Yes, we find the difference. So, based on that, what I want to tell, mixtures again we are dividing as of two types called as homogeneous mixture, and heterogeneous mixture. Take down, students. Yes, you can see. Okay. Homogeneous mixture and the heterogeneous mixture. See the word, students, homo. What is the meaning of homo? One type. See the example of air, sugar solution, salt solution, sea water or any lemon juice. Such examples you take. Can you distinguish the constituents? Constituents means air. Can you? That is what just now I said. Can you differentiate? Yes, this is carbon, here, oxygen, nitrogen. Can you? No. Salt solution. Can you see only the salt in the water? No. So such type of examples and such type of mixture is called as homogeneous mixture. Right? Take down, students. Substances which are completely mixed together and are indistinguishable Here I have written, students, don't write wrong spelling. Indistinguishable from one another are called homogeneous mixtures. Example, take down all these examples and you can write still more. Okay. How can you define heterogeneous? See the name hetero. Hetero means what? Different. Right? You can differentiate the constituents and that is called as heterogeneous mixture. Right, students? The substances where we can distinguish the constituents are called heterogeneous mixtures. these examples and you can write still more. Okay. So observe in the homogeneous mixture, students, which are all terms you can find solutions and alloys. You can find solutions and alloys. Here what happens? Maximum type of examples are heterogeneous. Homogeneous, which are all coming, which are all solutions and alloys. Solutions, salt solution, sugar solution, sea water, alcohol in water. Right? So these are all. What about alloys? Have you heard the word alloys? So alloys means, students, by mixing, by combining either two types of metals or metal and non-metal, you will prepare something new substance. Right? So those are called as alloys. One best example for the alloy is brass. Here I have written, see students, brass. Brass is an example for alloy. So brass is the combination of copper and zinc. This, which one? Brass is a combination of copper and zinc. Copper and zinc. So these two types of metals have combined to form the brass. Brass you are going to call it as an alloy. See, two or more metals can combine, but can you see all that? No, you can see only the final what it is prepared. So there comes under homogeneous mixtures. Fine, students? Hope you are understanding. Yes. So at last, matter we are dividing as a pure substances and a mixtures. What do you mean by pure substances? Made up of only one kind of atoms or molecules. Which are all comes? Elements and the compounds. And mixtures are the combination of substances or elements, but physically they have combined. Right, students? Yes. So this is about the pure substance. Still more, what are all the types of solutions in detail, what are all their properties, we will discuss in our next classes. Okay? Take down today's homework, students. First question, define the following terms. Define the following terms. First one, pure substance. Second, element. Third, compound. Fourth, mixture. Fifth, homogeneous mixture. Sixth, heterogeneous mixture. Okay, students, we'll continue in our next classes. Thank you. Have a colorful day.